I was born and raised in Nairobi, but my school life I spent in Makueni and Kitui. Claire joined Kenyatta University, degree in media and communication. And then after that, I was doing acting during my school time. So I was in school drama, and I wanted to be an actress, actually. I would say, I would say I would be one of the biggest actresses in Kenya then. I started doing set books. And then I like traveling, just naturally. I wasn't thinking of it as a business or as a career.
Okay.
I just like traveling. Normally, kitambo nilikuwa nasema mimi nitafanya kazi ndo niweze kusustain my acting. But then with time I was like, kwa nini naingangania? Kwa nini naingangania? It keeps on hurting me all the time because nimeact, nimekosa kulipwa. Heartbreak. Nimeenda tumeshoot for 3 months. Tumeambiwa eti haikukubaliwa. Na mtu akiwaita alikuwa amemwambia ashamaliza huko, ni kurani na run after that. Another heartbreak. It's like talent in Kenya right now is not really well paid.
Inakubali tu BN.
Ni BN peke yake. BN too. Then is when now I decided I don't think this acting is working for me. My friend was posting, well, he's always on road traveling and traveling. So I was like, hey, huku nafanyanga kazi. Next time if you guys are picking people, you can tell me. So one day he's like, by the way, tunachukuana, you can come for an interview. I was selected. So that is when I was introduced into tours and travel and into corporate training and team buildings. Now when Corona came, we parted ways. I still hadn't thought I would become a CEO or anything. So I was like, Corona ikisha, sisi will go back to work. But then when Corona happened, a lot happened. I am a person that always believes that everything you start, you must finish. So I registered my own company then. We did a few tours during the Corona time, now the Nairobi National Park. But now owning a company is not really easy. Well, so I lost my house. I lost everything. I have a very supportive dad. Nice. That man, Mungu ambariki mahali yuko, that guy has really supported me. I didn't allow myself to give up. And I didn't allow myself to fall into depression. I am the CEO and co-founder, Snapshot Team Building and Snapshot Tours and Safaris together, Snapshot group of companies. Kalala Kamunzyu, I'm 28 years old. Snapshot Tours and Safaris. This one deals with travel, accommodation in Kenya and Tanzania. We book only holidays in Kenya and Tanzania. It also deals with flight booking. We do offer vehicles for hire. We have 22 Costa buses. We have the 14-seaters and the 33-seaters and the 50-seaters. So you can also hire with us. With the Snapshot Team Building Consultants, we offer the corporate training and the team building. Here we deal with organizations by offering the team building, end-of-year parties, and the training on customer service, work-life balance, and many other topics that are trained in corporate.
Hello everyone, welcome to Adventures in Business on Influencer TV Kenya. My name is Joanne Waneki, and today we are super grateful because we are hosting a very unstoppable Wonder Woman, the brains behind Snapshot group of companies and a CEO under 30. Just imagine as beautiful as she is and doing so good in that industry. Today we have this chance to talk to her. We need to know what her story is, what exactly sparked the idea of her business, how did she end up there, what exactly did she plan to do with her life before this. I know there is so much that we need to know from her. And this time, let's just gather it all together and give her this chance to do an introduction of herself. But before that, I just want to say thank you so much for giving us an invite. We are very honored.
Welcome.
Welcome
so much. Yes.
Okay, talk to your people.
Okay, I'm Kalala Kamunzyu. I'm 28 years old. I am the CEO and co-founder, Snapshot Team Building and Snapshot Tours and Safaris together, Snapshot group of companies. We are located here in Kenya. We are a group of young people, and we've been in this industry for around 6 to 7 years. Yeah.
That is glorious.
Yes.
How has it been?
It has been a roller coaster. We've had our ups and downs. Being young in this industry,
Of course.
lacking a lot of experience as other people in our competitive side. But I can say we've really, really worked hard, and we've maneuvered ourselves in the industry. And as of now, we can say we are one of the top leading company in the kind of services that we offer. So yeah, I can say that.
All right. So one thing that I need to tell you is this young person over here has always been bringing laughter, so much energy, and serious result in ESPA now to over 150 teams across Kenya. So this is going to be interesting,
Yes.
like the fact that you're moving ordinary team groups
Yes.
to making them a powerhouse of our work groups. Just amazing. So let's just go direct to everything, your story. We can just start by telling us your background, how you were brought up.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Nairobi, but my school life I spent in Makueni and Kitui. I went to a boarding school in Makueni. I was there from class 4 until class 8. And then after that, I joined Modale National School. It's a national school in Kitui. I was there for 4 years. Cleared, joined Kenyatta University. I did a degree in media and communication, majored in communication. And then after that, I was doing acting during my school time. So I was in school drama, and I wanted to be an actress, actually. I would say, I would say I'll be one of the biggest actresses in Kenya then. So after school, after now high school, I started doing set books. We did set books with Pambazuka, and then I did set books with Fanaka in Nairobi and
those
outside
are
Nairobi.
top.
Yes, they are top actually set book providers in Kenya.
Yeah.
After that, I joined acting now in Kenya National Theatre. I did a play. After the play, I did another play in Alliance.
Nice.
And then things became a little bit hard. My friend was posting, well, he's always on road, traveling. So I was like, hey, huku nafanyanga kazi. Next time if you guys are picking people, you can tell me. So one day he's like, by the way, tunachukuana, you can come for an interview. I went for the interview. I was selected as a casual. So I worked as a casual for a couple of months. And then I was taken into the office. Now this is the company that was doing what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
So that is when I was introduced into tours and travel and into corporate training and team buildings. I worked with them from around 2018, when it was about to end, until 2020, when Corona came. So when Corona came, I registered my own company then. I'd registered with someone else. It had another name. We did a few tours during the Corona time, now the Nairobi National Park trips. We did those trips for a few months, and then we broke up. The company broke up. When the company broke up, I went and registered a new entity, now the Snapshot group of companies, whereby I registered the Snapshot Tours and Safaris and the Snapshot team building consultants. I partner with my brother. Yeah, from there now, that is how my life has picked to be where I am right now.
Oh, amazing.
Yes.
So you mentioned that you went to Kenyatta University to do media.
Yes.
And you actually did a major in mass communication.
Yeah.
But all this time, like after you left school, whatever you did was basically film. You never got into the world, or rather in the field of media specifically, because people confuse those two fields.
Yes.
They are almost the same thing, but also there is a very big difference. So what happened in between there?
Normally I just wanted to be an actor, so that is just what I wanted. And then I went to Kenyatta. I first registered for film.
Oh.
Yeah, so I did film for like a year, and I was like, hey, this is not it, because I also needed to have something else in case this acting doesn't work. So I was like, naweza tangaza news. So I because it was the same department in Kenyatta University, film and media, I just transferred my units.
Okay.
I went into media. So I did media. I actually finished. But then I couldn't practice media, because during the time whereby I would have practiced media is when I found myself practicing now the tours and travel. So that is, I've never practiced media anywhere. It's just nilienda tu shule and that was it. I think it's because the tours and travel thingy happened. Maybe I would have found myself in media later.
Okay.
But then when it happened, I have never found myself thinking about media ever again.
Now, I really want to understand. I really want to understand something over here about going to the tour side. I haven't heard you say that you had passion, but I have heard you say that you saw somebody travel. Hiyo ndo ilikumotivate.
Okay,
kuona mtu anaenda.
I will not lie. Like, I used to travel so much. And then I like traveling, just naturally. I wasn't thinking of it as a business or as a career.
Okay.
I just like traveling. So you would travel so much. And then I thought maybe if nikijoin kampuni and then niongeze my acting, naweza kuwa na travel and then na act on the other side.
Wow.
So normally that was it. And then now when I went into that company, first I was taken as a casual. So there's this day we were going for a team building and I found myself in the CEO's car. And then we had a conversation. Now because I've told you that I had an interest in travel, I would Google, I would have an information about Kenya. I know where the attraction sites are. I will know if you're going to Naivasha, what you're going to meet on the way. But it was just for my own knowledge. Normally I'm a person that really likes knowing. Some people call me know-it-all. But it's because I always make sure I know everything that I am involved in or that is involved with the people that are around me. So we have a conversation with him. And then I'm like, he had 3 companies. He had the training and the tours one, but he was doing corporate still with the tours one. So I was like, why haven't you practiced the tours and travel? Like you've named your company. It was named for tours and travel. Then he was like, tours and travel is a little bit hard. That's why I'm doing corporate. I have not done tours. And I was like, what if unipe tu hii department mimi nikuranie? Because they're gonna few information and then you get me an intern, someone that at least anajua some few things. Tuone venye itaenda. And then he told me we'll have a conversation on Monday. So then I went home, did a lot of research. By then I did a lot of research. Met him on Monday, did my presentation. Actually gave me a job that day.
Wow.
And then now I sat in the office. I was trained on now tours and travel, but then I was practicing team building because I would sell and also get some commissions. You were being paid on a retainer, but the retainer wasn't that good. You had to get commissions for you to survive. So I ran. Now my passion for tours started then. Now I got this intern. She had studied the classroom side, and then me I had the how do I call it?
The street side.
The street side. I'll go and look at bonfires package, and then I'll see they have done transport, they have done accommodation. Then I'm like, if they can book transport, accommodation, and now they book the activities, how do they do it? So naturally nikajua they have to call the hotels. And if kama wana book hotel, I cannot bring you a client for free. So if they booking this hotel, that means Easy Hotels in Wazipea, some commission. And then I structured the tours and travel for my employer then. I would call him my mentor. I structured it until now Corona came in. Now when Corona came, we parted ways. I still hadn't thought I would become a CEO or anything. So I was like, Corona ikisha, sisi will go back to work. But then when Corona happened, a lot happened. Yeah. And then I found myself.
Plus it was for some time, like too long.
Yeah, it was too long because when we were breaking up, we thought we were breaking for like around 3 months. And then we come back. Then it extended to around July. And then now in July, I'm wondering, I'm here, I'm in Nairobi. I stay at my own apartment. I pay my own bills and rent and everything. I am not generally from a rich family. My dad will take care of me and my bills. So I have to take care of my own bills.
I know.
So I'm wondering, what am I going to do? So I text my boss. I'm like, hey, tutadu, because imefika July. Then he's like, there's nothing I can do until they say it's safe to travel. Then I was speaking, the company that I had, nilikuwa nimefungua na my boyfriend then. Then when I was speaking to that boyfriend of mine, he told me, do you know you can just register your own company na ukuwe na hii freedom yenye you wanted ya kufanya the two small tours in Nairobi, uweze to make something to keep you going during these hard times. And then I was like, that is a good idea. And then how does someone register a company?
Yeah.
Then I was like, I'll connect you to my friend who is a lawyer, and then I'll pay for you, and then you'll have to give me 50% of the shares. So that is what happened. It was a good thing, actually. Though we later we broke up and closed the company, but for me it was really a good thing because I wouldn't have known that I can run a company if I didn't do it then.
A win is a win.
A win is a win, actually. So even when I opened mine, I registered mine newly after breaking up with him. I wasn't even mad. I was like, normally I have been the kind of a person whereby I take care of myself a lot. Nimejitekea in primary school. I was taken to boarding school when I was around 8 years old, I think, class 4. Wako, no, not 8, but 10. And I was so small. So I've taken care of myself since primary until high school. And then when I cleared, I worked. I started working immediately after Form 4. So I was working. So I worked immediately after Form 4. I was reading out the set books. So I cleared school today, and then the next day I was working. Yeah, so, and then I was traveling around the country, going to those high schools without my parents. So I have taken care of myself. I can say I've taken care of myself from around when I was around 12 years old. So when he gave me the idea of opening a business, I was like, if I have taken care of myself from when I was in class 4 until now, it cannot be hard for me to take care of something else.
Yeah.
So, and if he has decided he doesn't want to be in, you know, when we broke up, I asked him to give me the company because I was the brains. He was just the financier, and he refused. Now, I decided I just opened mine. So if I could take care of myself that long, that means I can take care of a company, mine, alone. Una get. And then I thought maybe sometimes it's not good to be alone. Now I consulted my brother. You know, when it's in the family, it's safer.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, I will need you to be my 50% share capital owner of the company, ukwe my co-owner, and then we do everything together. And I promise you, it will be very successful because I'm very smart, sorry to say.
I know that. Ulina National School.
Yeah, sorry to say, yeah. And then that's it. That's literally it. That's literally it. But now owning a company is not really easy. Well, 2020 now nimefungua kampuni. I am here with, I don't want to say the name because it's still functioning up to now. No, tumefungua hiyo kampuni. And then now, so literally I'm not employed. My boss calls and asks for his laptop and his phone. So I give out his phone and his laptop. Now I don't have a laptop and I have a company. I call my dad. Another thing I say is I have a very supportive dad. Nice. That man, Mungu ambariki mahali yuko. That guy has really supported me. So I call my dad. I'm like, nimerudisha laptop. I don't have a laptop. Na mimi nilifungua kampuni. This is like ulifungua kampuni gani? Mimi nikamwambia mimi nilifungua kampuni ya tours. That's why I had to return my other boss's laptop. Then he sent me 20,000. I bought a laptop for 20,000. And then I started doing packages.
Nice.
I did packages. We did a lot of trips to Nairobi National Park then. And now then is when people noticed Paradise Lost. People were noticing Evergreen Park. So I did a lot of trips, a lot of advising to people. And then it was a little bit hard. I couldn't even bado nikuwa na hiyo kampuni afford my rent. So I lost my house. I lost everything. And then that was 2020 around November.
Yeah.
Is when I was losing everything in my house. So I leave. I call my sister. I'm like, by then nimefungiwa how? Now I cannot afford the rent. It's around 3 months. So I think I'll have to come and stay at your house. Then she's like, you come to my house, stay here as long as you want. So I went in November. But then unajua when you're used to staying alone and then now you're staying in a family setup, especially your sister, you still need that freedom. And I get. So I was planning to move out still. So I stayed with my sister in December. In January, I called my mom. I was like, najua sina rent, but just find me something. I move out. I got a house, a small bed sitter. I was living actually in a bigger house, but then I went back to a bed sitter. Another thing I did is I didn't allow myself to give up, and I didn't allow myself to fall into depression because of the things that I was losing and being a baby girl. And I'm just adding jokes anyway. So I moved into a bed sitter. I stayed. I got a mattress from my brother. I didn't have anything in that bed sitter. It was a gas cooker, 2 plates, and the mattress. And the mattress wasn't new. It was the mattress that he was using, and then he bought another one, and then it was there for Guineas to be sleeping on. And then he gave me. I told you I'm not from a rich family.
Yeah.
So all of us are trying to find ground then. So I moved to Kimbo. I stayed in Kimbo for quite a long time. And then I structure myself. Then is when I register now the new company, Snapshot. I start doing marketing. I was doing a door-to-door marketing. Then I moved from one office to the other, giving flyers, saying, this company is called. I wasn't even saying it's mine, because now if they look at me and the state I am in, no one would trust me with giving me a corporate of around 25 people to take them somewhere. So I'd say I'm employed and I do marketing. That's the only marketing I could afford then. So I did the office-to-office marketing for around 3 to 4 months. Then I started booking. I started booking the normal ones. I started booking, like you see Family Bank Ruiru, and then KCB Bank, Roysambu, TRM, like the 2 small ones. Then I started building my portfolio, because the more I'm booking them, the more I'm taking photos, the more I'm showing, at least this is something that I've done and I can do it alone. And then I started getting the courage to even go out there and say, this is my company, by the way, guys, and we are a group of young people, and we are really working hard on making sure that we bring programs that are able to cover everyone, the old, the young, and even now the youngest when you're Gen Zs, unaget. And now the employment scale ikapanda, ukapata, a lot of organizations, they're employing young people. After now Corona, they're employing younger people. So you find age group unapata, a whole company, but their age group is from around 18 to 30.
Yeah.
Then watu wenye wako above 30 ni kidogo. So when I go and then I'm young, and then I present and say, this is my organization, and this is how we do things, and our things are modernized in this and this way, and we think like your employees. So it's very easy for us, because we train people on work-life balance, we train people on customer service, on sales, and then now we offer the team building, which is very fun, the team building activities and everything. So when bosses see me, and then they look at their employees, they think I can interact well with them. So I end up getting jobs. I was working from home then, so we decided to get an office in Juja, just somewhere small. It was an hotel actually. It gave us like a space, an hotel that had stopped functioning. So it gave us a space. We put up our office there. Now we could tell clients we have an office. You can come for meetings in our office, and also the trust levels also is kind of a little bit higher. So we did Juja for around 6 months. Then was when I had my first employees actually. We employed some ladies to help me now do the office-to-office marketing and see how it will go. As we were also doing we were venturing into other marketing ventures. Now we are looking for marketing people to do for us the online marketing for Google ads and social media. We are looking for people to do our SEO. We are looking for someone to do a better website for us. Now, it's me and my brother then. So my brother gets, his best friend does websites, then he gets someone else that does what and what and what. So you find we are sorted.
Connection.
Because also, at least it was connection. Because we don't have cash. The cash flow wasn't that much, and we're paying people now. So we work with these employees, they didn't sell. Kabidi, we let them go after 3 months. So I started doing marketing again, alone. I continued doing marketing alone until I got a client. No, until my brother, something happened, and then he had some cash to spare. So we decided to do the online marketing and do it so nicely to see if we are going to get clients. So we get our boy, that is the guy that is doing our online marketing. He's also a startup. We cannot afford someone that has experience, so he's also a startup. We pay around, I think, 200 to 300 USD. We don't sell anything, I'm telling you.
Oh, no.
And I've stopped going for the office-to-office marketing, because now you left pesa office-to-office marketing. We've added it there to find the Google ads. So we don't sell anything. And then now there's scaffolds where I work. The people that are running the hotel are not putting up tokens. So in Abidi, we put tokens for ourselves. Mara, Sujui, the hotel is not opened. We are there, they've not opened. I've told you that it was a little bit falling apart also. That's why we could afford our office there. Then we stay there for around another month. After now the scaffolds began. Then the Dosi comes one day with guns and tells us to leave the hotel.
Did you say with guns?
Yeah, with guns. Actually, he was shooting. I wasn't even in the office. I had an employee in the office. So she called me. She's like, kuna mtu anashoot huko nje, and then they say we leave. And then we leave. Unajua tu mambo ya Kenya, when someone is a little bit connected, they have to show. So now we don't have an office. We are not selling. Now we are looking for an office. We start looking for offices. Now a serious office. Tunaambiwa tu rent ni 80,000, 100,000 per month. Mara sijui na goodwill sijui ya 6 months. We do have that. We go back home. Then I'm thinking of telling now a friend of mine to help me share an office with her. Maybe when I have meetings, I can say I have an office maybe in town at this place. Then when I have meetings, I can do the meetings there. And then I don't know what happened. A friend of mine akanitext. Akaniambia there are offices in Greensport. Actually, the guy didn't know that I'd left the office that I was in. He was just telling me he had gotten an office and he was so happy. Then he was like, nimepata some office hapa Kamakis. Na pia wewe unaweza leta office yako hapa. Those offices are affordable. Na ziko a very prime place. Then I told you I was a brain, so I didn't have money. I've not told you that I have any other income this time now. So sina any money on me. So I called my brother. I'm like, nasikia kuna offices ziko pale Kamakis. Situpitie we see. Maybe tunaweza zi afford. So we come. Tunaambiwa rent iko high. But they're not so high like the 100,000s. Una get. So ukasema, let's just move along Kamakis tutafute some other place. But I think God had said, hapo ndo tutaweka our office. So we walk around Kamakis. We are not getting nice places. Then my brother says, let me get you this office. Because it was asking for a goodwill of around 3 months. And then ulikuwa ukiingia ndo una partitioniwa. So before the partitioning happens, you can look for the 3 months money, because the partitioning was to take around 2 or 3 months. So he told me, I'll get you this office, but then I want you to promise me that once you start functioning, I won't pay rent for you for more than 4 months, because also mimi is so much extra to spare every time. So I told him, you get the office. He got us the office. Now we are in Greensport Tower, Kamakis, 5th floor. I am posting. I am telling, because I used to work, so I like social media. So I'm posting. I'm telling people we have an office. It looks very presentable, white walls, you get. So I am so happy. This is somewhere that I can tell even clients to come without fear. So I am doing a lot of awareness that we have an office, telling people we have an office. I don't know, then the new office came with good luck. Then now you see, when you're opening a new office, you'll call in your pastor to come and pray. So nikaita pasi akakuja akatuombea. Then we started booking, grace ya God. Now this time round nimeanza kubook juu then when we got the new office, my brother pia akanipatia around 100,000. Kaniambia, now this 100,000 I want you to plan yourself. Get someone to do your marketing. Do anything unataka kufanya hii kampuni ikuwe successful. Fanya ni 100,000, because unajua ukifanya 100,000 for like 2 months utauza, so utaendelea kufanya na pesa yako. So I get the 200,000. I called that guy again, the startup that we paid 200 to 300 USD. I didn't get anything.
Yeah, I remember.
And I was like, then even we'll ulikuwa unaanza. Right now I'm sure you've learned new things. Nifanyie tu. And then Mr. kulipa. When nifanyie tukiuza tutasikizana, you see. Then I called the website guy. This one is our friend. I tell him, I give him a good structure of how the website should look. We improve the website. Now we are looking for like people when you call. Sasa tumeacha kukaa tuko na shida sana. Tunataka tukae ni kama ambaye hatuna shida, because for people to give you their money,
yeah, that is very true.
Really show them that you're not suffering.
Yes.
So I get him, the website is perfect. Now we divide the companies. Kitambo, we were known as Snapshot Tours and Safaris, that was dealing with the tours and the team building together. Then we were like, let's divide them. Now we divide them. We call ourselves Snapshot Group of Companies and have 2 entities in it. We have the trading name of Snapshot Team Building Consultants and the Snapshot Tours and Safaris. Now this Snapshot Team Building Consultant, the word team building is a keyword by itself, so it is selling itself by now. Now when people ask me what do you do, I'm like, I'm from Snapshot Team Building Consultants. People wataniuliza tena, what do you do? I've already sold myself. I'm selling team buildings. So now we start booking. I don't know what happens. We start booking, and then we start booking with a very high frequency.
Nice.
Now we're booking even government. We're booking our small corporates, and we're also booking now NGOs. And then we're like, hey, this is grace. Now that is 2023. 2023 ends. We closed 2023, get into 2024 now last year. Now 2024, we start slow. Normally our kind of business has high and low seasons. Yeah, so we're in low season in January. So we start slow, March, slow. And then I don't know what happened. In May, again, I'm still working with this other guy. He's still doing ads, even during this time that we are not on low season. He's still doing the ads, the same budget. We've not reduced anything because I sold last year, and I've chosen not to live a high life. I'm still living in my home in Kimbo, my small bed sitter in Kimbo. I have not changed anything in my life. The only thing I've done is like I bought a good expensive suit so that when I go out there, it can sell itself. Maybe nice shoes, but I have not changed a lot of things in my life. Even my lifestyle, how I eat, needs to change. Now, so there's extra to market yourself more. So we do now 2024, we do a lot of marketing. Now I am doing office to office. I am doing the online. I have a social media manager. Now we are a company. We are structured. We have a structure. Tunaweza sema hata we have our operations manager who is not even me. So even me, when I'm out there, I'm looking for organizations to deal with. I'm not wondering what is happening in the office. It's just someone else that is running it. I'm having around 7 employees in the office. Those ones are now employed. I am having permits. And like nimekuwa sasa certified by NITA. So unapata now things are getting better.
Yeah.
Now we structure ourselves in 2024. We had a good 2024, a very good one. Then here we are.
Wow.
Yeah, here we are.
Yo, what a glorious story.
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody doesn't get something from this story, anybody that is at the verge of giving up, I think one thing you should hear and practice right now is do not allow yourself to fall into depression. Do not allow yourself to give up. Do not in capital letters. So ladies and gentlemen, right now we are going to take a short break and we are coming back soon. Thank you. Anyway, hello from this side. It's your girl Joanne Mwaneki and this is Prime House Interiors Limited. And today I want to show you one of a commercial space that was designed by Prime House Interiors Limited. Better believe me guys, it was done 2 years ago. Hi Alex.
Hi John.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Good
I'm fine.
to see you too.
I'm fine. Yeah, welcome to our space.
Looks beautiful.
Yeah, soft spot when you enter into this, into the office.
Okay.
So you welcomed by this, beautiful orange color, and that beautiful, is it called the logo?
Yeah.
Imestikiwa kwa wall hapo. Then we have also the desk. Imechakaa kidogo, but it's time. I think we need to call in Prime House and wafanye retouch kidogo.
Okay.
So matching, the colors on the wall, and also these beautiful seats, and of course we have these beautiful lightings over here. So
Nice,
makes
really
the
good.
place look so warm and cool to any visitor.
Yeah.
So this is a reception desk,
Nice.
and on a daily basis you meet a lady by the name Mercy there. This is actually our training room. So we were looking for a very cool place and space where when our students, they're having their classes here, they feel comfortable and welcomed. So facing this, big screen over here, so white on black, na tuko na screen pale na tuko na whiteboard.
Okay.
So the trainers will use these for illustration purposes. So as simple as it is, but you see very neat indeed.
This is exactly what you asked Prime House to deliver.
Absolutely, yes.
Amazing,
And they did deliver exactly what I wanted. Over here we have this beautiful corridor. When I'm bored anytime, I come here for some pictures and for some inspiration. It feels like a garden when you have when you have these beautiful flowers over here. So we have these neat flowers over here. Then what do you call this?
It's called the wainscoting. Yes.
I almost forgot the name.
Yeah, fits this wall perfectly.
Absolutely. So when you come here now, this is the epitome of the the beauty of the office. So what attracts you most is that we have this beautiful desk. Then we have that beautiful, you can come and touch.
What's the inspiration behind this?
All right, so I needed something which is cozy and looks, neat. At the same time, kitu ya kidosi. Kitu ya kidosi na ya kibosi.
Wow.
So the texture and the look, complements whatever I wanted.
How was your experience working with Prime House?
So it was a fantastic experience. I have to say that the Prime House team is quite professional, and whatever they promise, they actually deliver, and also on time. Time is of great essence, and especially when it comes to business and delivering, projects. So I was very pleased with the delivery and everything else. Everything went smooth.
Okay.
Yes.
And how was the space served you?
For 2 years now, so looks still mint. Maybe I should call you to piga mwaka ingine moja, and then I call you for a retouch. But so far so good. I'm impressed. Yeah.
We are impressed as well.
Yeah.
Because you, as our client or rather a customer, you are satisfied.
Sure.
And that is what matters.
Yeah.
We style your space to your lifestyle.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you.
Asante sana na karibu sana.
So out of 10 being the highest.
I'm gonna give you 10. I'm gonna give you that 10.
Good.
I'm not generous, but I'm generous with a reason, because I'm impressed.
You're impressed. Okay. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much, and you're welcome as well.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you. All right. Thank you so much for staying with us, and I hope that you are enjoying this conversation just like we are doing. So right now we are back at it. We enjoyed our break. I'm gonna confirm that with her, of course, but so let's see how everything goes. By the time we are done, tutakuwa tumeshangaa na tumejifunza na pia tumesoma kwa pamoja. So let's see. Kalala.
Yes.
Umeenjoy your break?
Oh yeah, I had a good time. It
For
was
real?
really nice, yeah.
Okay. Sasa tuendelee na conversation yetu. And now I want to move. Kuna story tulikuwa tumeongea ya acting pale juu. And I just want to know, because many people also will want to know why you left acting, because you were a rising star. Ulikuwa unakuja. We were doing the same thing, so
Yes,
I know,
yes,
I know. I think hata nilikuwa nakutafuta unilink na jobs, because nilikuwa naona uni superstar.
Yeah, it was in I acted during my 2014 from November until around 2018 September. That was until around 2019 hapo ndo saa niliacha kabisa, but I'm not going. Acting was I can say I have the talent, but in Kenya acting, it wasn't paying me. Let me just say that it was not paying me, and you have bills. You're supposed to pay your rent. You're done with now campus. You're supposed to pay your bills, and then now you're called for maybe a script. Like we met with you in some
Yes.
audition. I don't know, it was an audition ama tulikuwa tunafanya extra somewhere. So let's say you've been called for a script and you're the main actor. And then it's a weekly episode script. That means it runs around once a week.
Yeah.
And then you're paid 5,000 per episode. Now, 5,000 per episode gives me around 20K in a month. And normally when you do this screen, especially when it's screen, like either the Kenyan TV, like Citizen, iko maybe NTV, lazima pia ulipe tax. So this 20,000 bado inaenda inatolewa some sijui ni nini hizo inatoleangwa hizo the things za Kenya. So you get around 18K. Now tell me, I want to be a rising star. I have to dress really well. I have to do very nice makeup if I'm doing makeup. I have to have transport money for going to the auditions, for even going to the set to shoot. And I've received around 18,000. How will I survive in Nairobi with 18,000? I can't pay rent and even pay fare and even pay for food. So normally, the reason why niliamua literally staki anything to do with acting, ilikuwa pesa. That was the main agenda of that day, ilikuwa ni pesa. Yeah, I was like, it's not paying. Because acting in Kenya is not really paying.
Staki kuongea mingi. But of course I know that.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been here together, so 100% I can also confirm that. What's the worst yenye umelipwa?
There's a day. Oh my God. Okay, there are days I've done for free. There are days nimework. Now let's go back to set book times. Don't tuongelele the less I've been paid. Those who did set books during our times, we used to do Kakesha and Choksako, I don't know, and Kidagaki Mamozea,
Yeah.
and then there was River and the Source, and the other one for River and the Source was?
Very nice books, by the
Mashari.
way.
It was what? I don't remember that one. The Mstahiki Mea.
Mstahiki Mea,
Mstahiki
yes.
Mea. Now, the first term, when the first term came in 2014, I was being paid 500 Kenya shillings per day.
Okay.
I am not in Nairobi, but they were providing for us transport. They were providing accommodation and meals. No, meals they were not providing. It was transport and accommodation.
So unakula kwa hiyo 500.
Kwa hiyo 500. So I was paid 500 per day. I'm telling you, there are days my dad will send me pocket money. Na niko job.
Unaenda job.
Because jana nililipa nikabai mafuta ya kujipaka and maybe something sijui gani iliisha hiyo do and then nimekuwa mgonjwa I need to buy medication. I couldn't. Then second term came. We were doing now the Caucasian Choksako and the Kidagaki Memozea. I was very talented then, so I get the two main roles. I get the Caucasian Choksako Grusha and I get the Kidagaki Memozea Imani. This means I'll be on stage the entire day.
Yeah.
From around 8 a.m. napiga until around saa 7 nilikuwa nimeingia stage around tuseme 3/4 of that time. Na tena afternoon nikuja tena nipige from around saa 8 to around 4 p.m. nilikuwa nimekuwa stage that whole time. Very emotional roles that you're crying, laughing, and stage una change that specific time. See kama screen sometimes you're given time to prepare.
Yes.
Then I'm paid 600 Kenya shillings per person. Hey, 600. Then I'm like, bana, wezi nilipa 600 na ungekuwa umeemploy two main actors wa kufanya hizi roles, ungewalipa 1,200. I'm assuming ungewalipa 600 per person. True. So I'm like, you pay me my 1,200. Una get? So this lady is, okay, act for like 3 weeks and then I'll pay you. 3 weeks come. Bana, we are in Mombasa. We're moving from, I'm getting headaches every day because, you know, I am changing emotions every time. I'm crying, I am laughing, una get. So I'm getting headaches. I'm being paid 600 Kenya shillings. So I just decide I am done with this set book thing. I'm going back to Nairobi. So then I call a friend of mine. I tell him, mimi nirudi Nairobi. That is like, if anyone hears right now, uliacha producer Mombasa, ukarudi Nairobi, you will never get an acting role. So I maliza to the Mombasa part, and then when you come these sides karibu whereby anaweza pata replacement of you, anaweza fanya nini, anaweza ku-replace. So we finish Mombasa, we do Makueni, and then we come to Kitui. When we come to Kitui, I ask the lady again. Now my producer then was a lady. I asked the lady to give me the 1,200 instead of 600. I'm like, this 600 is so small and I'm getting a lot of headaches every time I have to buy medication and it's not paying for me. Hii pesa namalizanga the same day umenilipa, so kindly niongezee ikwe 1,200 or else mimi nitaacha, nitarudi Nairobi. No, she tells me, go back to Nairobi. Kama utaka kwenda enda. So she thinks I can't go. You know, we are young. Then I am 17. I didn't even have an ID. I'm 17. So she's like, where will you go? So now I leave. The next day I wake up in the morning, I pack my bags. I come to Nairobi. Ni vizuri kujua yours, ku have standards. I come to Nairobi.
Yes, please. Standing to your principles.
Yes, so I came to Nairobi. Then now she has to look. Now she can't get anyone that is doing Imani and Grusha.
Same time.
And if she finds them, they're asking for around 2,000 per day. Because I'm a pro. When I get, me, I was a little bit amateur with talent. So she calls me again. She's like, Rudy, Akita Fadali, I'll pay you even 1,500. Then the day I am to go tomorrow, I am called by another traveling company. Yeah, set book still. niende nikafanya one role, which was now the Gurusha alone, and they're paying me 2,000 per person.
Oh.
So I didn't go back. So she was like, Kalala ni mtu mbaya and stuff. But then it is what it is.
Yeah.
Then is when I found Fanaka. Fanaka, they do their shows in Nairobi, pale Pangani. So I would go in the morning, I do my shows and come back in the evening. And with Fanaka, because when producers are looking for young actors, they'll go whereby kunafanywa stage. I was just doing a show one day, and then someone identified me, and then after the show I was like, unaitwa na mse fulani. I went, he was like, I've seen you on stage, and if you can do what you're doing on stage, that means you'll be so good on screen. Then hapo hivyo ndo nililand screen. Now screen, I think screen hata better ningekaa tu kule set books. Yo 600 bob yangu, I would get it. I would get paid in the evening.
Yes.
Now I am on screen.
Uh-huh.
I am spending around 500 per day to go to the set, because set iko Karen. So I wake up in the morning, I take a boda to stage. You know, life in Nairobi, always lazima boda. I take a boda. I was staying with my parents then. I take a boda to stage, and then I take a matatu to town, and then I take another matatu to Karen, and then a boda to where the house was. So I was spending around 500 Kenya shillings per day. I was supposed to be paid 5,000 per episode, but it wasn't like the Kenyan screens. The episodes were to come on a daily basis.
That's good.
So that was good money. It was supposed to be very good money. We shoot, we finish. And then they're like, we've been chosen, I don't know, by Maisha Magic, so we are taking it. No, we are not being paid. We are shooting so that when it goes to screen, we are paid. But you've signed your contract, and I get. So, I don't know, this haikuchukuliwa ama ilichukuliwa, and the guy decided he will not pay us, because when will you know it was aired? So we were not paid. So I have spent almost around I think 50,000 Kenya shillings on that screen, na sijalipwa shilingi. Now this is really getting depressing. So I start doing now, there was Kenya National Theatre was being renovated then. Now Kenya National Theatre is being opened. So there's a play to open Kenya National, the first play to be played in Kenya National Theatre. Then I used to look very young. Even right now, I'm 28 and I look 21.
You look 16.
So at that time, I used to look, I think 13. So they needed a 13-year-old. So I'm given the 13-year-old role in Kenya National Theatre. We act for around 30 days. So nimeacha screen, mimi nimerudi. You at least unajua in Kenya National Theatre, we were being paid in the evening.
Yeah.
Tukipiga show, watu wakikam, the show ran for around a month. It was called Puma. It was very popular. Ililetwa hadi TV, places mingi. So we were being paid in the evening. So then I had to money, I move out of home. So I used that money, nika move from home. So I moved near school, because this time round nime join campus in KU, and we are staying so far in Eastlands. So now I moved to near school to Kahawa. So now I have rent and food. Maybe my dad would pay my rent and he would send me food, but unajua akisiku kwa kazi kesho I expect umwitishe pesa ya chakula, because ulikuwa job jana, ulimwitisha fare uende job. So then is when acting really ikanipiga character development your time, because we would do pilots. The pilots don't go through. We act, I'm called for an extra role, I'm paid 1,000 Kenya shillings. Now this is 2018 in Nairobi, being paid 1,000. I'm just assuming.
Stop assuming, because it's happening even in 2025.
It's happening right now.
Yes.
Because then I would spend around 300 Kenya shillings on fare. Then nikisikia kutamani kitu na buy kitu ya so na kwa nimewakia 600 Kenya shillings. I just get home na 600 Kenya shillings, you can't even buy 5 kgs of rice, because your time maybe kg ni 130. Then I'm like, what am I doing here? A lot of disappointments. I don't spend kuteseka. I looked for a job, actually. I got a job with Nivea. So I would do Nivea mchana, and then I will act later in the evening now. Na act. Sasa nafanya tu screen, nafanya tu extras, naitwa tu extras, nafanya tu sasa time pia nafanya alliance, niko na tu plays, napata tu plays. But then the money was the main problem on my side. It was really small, and maintaining yourself as a woman in the acting industry needs so much, because you need expensive makeup.
Yeah.
You were paid 600 Kenya shillings.
Makeup
Makeup is
gani?
2,500. You can't afford. You do normal bad makeup, you don't get the role.
Of course.
Then you have to invest so much on yourself, but the money that is coming in, you can't even invest on yourself. So I started thinking of other avenues whereby I could get money. Normally kitambo nilikuwa nasema mimi nitafanya kazi ndo niweze kusustain my acting. But then with time I was like, kwa nini naingangania? Kwa nini naingangania? It keeps on hurting me all the time because nimeact, nimekosa kulipwa. Heartbreak. Nimeenda tumeshoot for 3 months. Tumeambiwa eti kukubaliwa. Na huyu mtu akiwaita alikuwa amemwambia ashamaliza huko, ni kurani na run after that. Another heartbreak. You're paid peanuts. You get home. You can't even afford Nivea ama nice and lovely to apply on your hands, at least hata uglow kidogo. Another heartbreak. Then is when now I decided I don't think this acting is working for me. So I called my dad. I always call my dad. He is my 911. I really love that guy. I called my dad. I was like, hey daddy, ni kama acting I work. Then he was like, I'm just waiting for you to say that. So what do you want to do? Utarudi shule umalizie? Ama, then I was like, I'll go back to school nimalizie as I find something to do. So then is when now I start finding things to do. And then I text my friend, like, hey, nimeona mnaitana. Then is when I landed in tours and travel and corporate training.
Wow. I mean, that's
So
too
acting.
much. Yeah, I know, especially for the screen. Acting for the screen is something else in Kenya.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not like I'm discouraging anyone, but
Okay, if I want to advise, actually, talent should pay.
Talent should pay, but
yeah, and if
in
I
Kenya,
want to advise people, I'll say, now to the young people that are, because I have a niece right now, she's around 17 years old, she was doing drama, she wants to do acting. I'm even torn between, I'm like, we kuja tufanya kazi huku kwangu, but because I was also given a chance, we also need to give her a chance.
aende ajione.
And ajione, seme tulimnyima. If I was to advise these young people that are trying to join acting right now, I would say, usikuwa unataka kukua kwa, what is the most popular kipindi right now? Ukiingia usitake kwa tuseme, I'm so sorry. Na watching sana Showmax, so let me say single kiasi.
Yeah.
Ukiingia usitake kuingia single kiasi. Find your own avenues. Do your own small scripts. Post online. When you're posting online, hapa uko na chance ya meet someone from the UK, uko na chance ya meet someone from South Africa, uko na chance ya meet someone from Nigeria. But then if you're expecting to be going for auditions in Kenya and you get paid, I'm not finishing the industry. I'm sure there are people that are paying so well out here in the acting industry. It's only that the magnitude, the biggest magnitude is not paying well. So nimeona TikTok inasaidia watu sana. You can do the social medias, but then the screen, especially the screen is not really good. Actually, Nini is doing well. Stages
Nime
notice they're doing so well. So also stage acting is really good and it's really paying in Kenya. So I would advise them to find avenues they can act for themselves. If they are paid, they're paid directly. But
you see, the biggest problem is for actors, they want to be seen on screens. So wanasahau the stage. I think no matter how much we want to advise the actors, sioni kama itawaka.
Sawa tu anyway, kila mtu tu ajipange. Okay, I had my chance ikakata. Haimaanishi pia wewe ikiingia itakata. Unaweza ingia. Yeah, unaweza ingia and she had a chance. Unaweza ingia by the way you make it. We don't know, but the biggest number that I know acting talent in Kenya, yani hata kukimbia, mnasikianga tu wameenda hadi wamelala sijui chini, wameteswa huko, people are running and ni maskini huko kwao. It's like talent in Kenya right now is not really well paid.
Inakubali tu BN.
Ni BN peke yake. BN tu ni amelipwa na talent peke yake. You can count and people set up a kind of a lifestyle. You think they have money and then you meet these people. And then wao wenyewe wamesota and then you're like, by the way, on a serious note, I need to find something else to do. That's why mimi nilitoka acting. Siambi mtu atoke, but it's always good when you're there. When other sources of income.
Yeah, okay. Wow, I hope you have had that. So let's just move on to the next question now. I mean, we can now come back to kazi. Okay, I want to know the kind of challenges that you go through in the Snapshot. group of companies right now, and how do you tackle those problems? How do you overcome them?
Yeah, number one, being a young woman in an industry where you're meeting a lot of people is a challenge by itself.
Na unajua kampuni zao zilianza 1990.
And then their companies, they have a lot of experience that we don't have.
Yes.
So normally, I had a problem of experience. There are people that have asked me, which other big organizations that you've worked with so that you work with us for the first time. And then na mimi, third time, I want them to be my first big organization. So sometimes when I get such kind of challenging questions from clients, maybe if they ask me, you're very young, I'm sure you've been here for like 5 years. We've worked, this is a big organizations. Our bosses, they're so strict, I don't know nini. So this is what I always tell my clients. I always tell them, sometimes it's not about experience. Sometimes it's about what I have done. And when I'm here right now, when I do team buildings, I always document it. I document it from the moment I pick clients to the moment I drop the clients back to their offices or CBD where I'm dropping them. So when I'm going for these meetings, I go with presentations and I carry these videos. So when a client asks me, if you've not worked with another big organization, how am I going to be sure that you're going to deliver with us? And then I tell them, this is something I've done and I've delivered. This was a small organization, yes, but I delivered. If I delivered with them, it won't be an issue for me to deliver with you guys because normally I customize my activities. So whatever objectives that you guys are going to give me, the activities will be customized according to those objectives. Another thing is we modernize our experience. So because we've done team buildings before. And most of those organizations that they're doing team buildings with then are older organizations. They've seen for themselves that they find themselves repeating activities, they find themselves repeating the experience. But then because as we are young, we've modernized the experience, but we've really modernized it. A team building, if you do a team building with us and a team building with another company, you'll notice the difference. Because there is we've understood the fun part, especially as Gen Zs, we really know how to have fun. We've really understood the fun part and we've differentiated it from the educative side. So we always make sure these activities are very educative but very fun. And then when we are even giving, when you're playing the music, when we are giving the dances to the clients to dance, because we do entertainment in between the activities. The MC is young. We are going with the current trends. If it's something that is trending, we make sure we have it, whether it's politically, whether it's on the other side, the media side, we make sure we include it there. That is what really will differentiate us from now those other organizations. Another challenge I have gone through is meeting clients that just decide that wao wanataka tu before wakupe job, you offer something in return. Normally imekuwa hard because sometimes najipata I don't book those clients. If you like maybe to maybe sleep with you, ndo maybe unipatie a big corporate job, then I always ask myself, no, well, this time around you've given me that job. Tomorrow you will not need to sleep with me. So that means I'll not get this job. Then why am I putting so much for a one-time thing? Then I'm like, I can't do it. So some clients I end up losing them because, by the way, because nimekata, ata maybe if they wanted to give me the job now they cannot because they don't know if I'll say it to someone else they know. Unaget? So that is another challenge that I have really gone through and I haven't been able to solve. Most of the time I end up losing those jobs. And I just say the ones that were made for me will come. Another challenge that I've encountered is having a company when you're so young, you do not have the experience of running a company. So you find sometimes there are documents that are needed that I don't have. And this is because I didn't know that I'm supposed to have such kind of documents because you can't know everything. So normally when I encounter maybe a client and they ask for a certification document that I don't have, I always tell them I don't have that document as of now, but these are the ones that I have. I'll be providing that document in not less than 72 hours. In Kenyan government, if you need something, you'll get it in 72 hours. And there was, because now I have some other documents, like I told you, we are certified. Because now I have some other documents like the certification document, a permit. They give me time to bring the documents on time. That is another challenge. Another challenge I've experienced is when I find myself employing older people than me, they don't respect me. But I'm telling someone something, nashangaa mtoto ananishow. You know, I have really had that problem. I've really had that problem. But normally, what I did is I stopped running things in the office. I stopped running. So we employed an operation manager that is older, like an older person now that can deal with everyone, whether you are young or old. So I stopped dealing with it. So you see me once, and then that one breeds respect. But sometimes people would feel I'm young. So unapata too, there is that car. When you tell them something, you see, but they literally they are wondering, hey, bana, tulia. That is another challenge. Apart from that, it has been, I can say for me, it has been a little bit easier. Because if it wasn't easy, I wouldn't have achieved what I've achieved in less than 5 years.
Yes, true.
And the level that the company has gone in such a short time. Another thing is I am a person that always believes that everything you start, you must finish. So if let's say I have a challenge, I always look for a solution. And this is something that I always tell even my friends, even when you're having conversations, I'm always like, when you find a problem, find a solution first. So when you're bringing, I even find problem even when I'm communicating with people, because me, if you tell me a problem, I'll find a solution. And then me takupatia hii solution. Then now there is where the problem comes. Some people don't take it so nicely. And this is how I am even out here. Unapata I'm the same even when it comes to my business, because anytime I find a challenge, I first look for a solution before I even say I have a challenge. I come with, even when I'm starting the conversation, I start from the solution side, which is very nice. If people could embrace the idea of having a solution before even complaining or saying anything, they would go really far. Because you see, if a client asks me for a document, I remember there's this time. At first, we started as a sole proprietor. No, as a partnership. I started as a sole proprietor, and then I added my brother. We did a partnership business. It wasn't a limited one. So we didn't have VAT. We didn't have the VAT. We were paying the income tax. Because also there was a margin. You were supposed, for you to get VAT for a business, kulikuwa na 5 million, 10 million turnover per year. We didn't have that. So we didn't have a VAT, and then I get this big client, a very big one. And then they're like, we can't work with you if you do not have VAT. Then I'm like, why can't you work with me? Because I don't have a VAT. My company is small. We've not reached the turnover of 1 million. And you can do withholding fee if you want. Why not? Then now when they told me they can't work with me because I don't have a VAT, I called my accountant. And then nikamuuliza, if you do not have a VAT, na mtu ataka kuwork na wewe, what else can they use? Me siku give up. I was like, what else can they use? Then he was like, si lazima, they can withhold. So hujafikisha turnover ya 10 million. Then I called the client, I'm like, but you guys can withhold. You've already certified me. We've done all meetings. I have done my planning. I was just waiting for the payment. And then imagine you cancel on me right now because of VAT and you can withhold. Sasa I gave the client a solution. And the client accepted. They withheld their side. And then I gave the service to them. And it was actually one of my base clients, big clients. It's always good to have a solution for almost everything. Every challenge you get, before you even say anything, find a solution.
Okay, amazing. So normally I tell people to tell others something, like based on the business that they do. Like kama sasa wewe ningekwambia you tell someone that is wondering how to start up a company that is the same as to the ones that you're dealing with. But for you today, I'll just tell you to talk to them, talk to everyone, like 18, 25, 30, 40, like just generalize whatever you're going to say, but just tell them something, because your story is different. It's a story of so much strength. So I believe you can be having something that can help every other person.
Yeah, I think I do. What I would say is, I have 3 things to say. The first thing is on never giving up. Make sure that you never give up on anything that you've set your mind on it, no matter what people tell you, no matter what people say. Never listen. We are only told, even the Bible says, obey your parents, but it has added in the Lord. Obey your parents in the Lord. So when sometimes people say a lot, And when you listen to them, it hinders you from a lot of things. So avoid listening to people and avoid giving up on things that you've started and until you've arrived on the finishing line. Another thing I can tell people, the young girls now, I am a very big supporter of girls. Another thing I can tell young women is this big life that people are saying out here, you will have it. You will get it. You will actually get it. You will live it. You will get it. You don't want to be at around 21-year-old, now you are a millionaire. Kama you are not rich from where you come from, that means it's very hard for you to achieve that. And for you to achieve that, it's either you're going to get into fraud or you're going to get into prostitution. So young girls, just work on your dream. Take a step by step. Teseka your time mpaka ishe until when your time comes to shine and also achieve, you'll even feel more proud than when ingekuwa ime happen through other things. So to the young girls, put an effort into yourself, respect yourself, have your own standards, and always know that you can always make it no matter what. The third thing I would say is to every person that is out there that is trying to start something, it's not hard. Starting a company is not hard. People have made it look like it's really hard, but it is not. You just go into eCitizen and register your company and start marketing yourself. And in the kind of world that we're living right now, you might even find yourself opening a company right now, and in 3 months, you've already made it. You can open a company right now, and it takes around 10 years to make it, but it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, you're making it for yourself. So to the young people, my dad would always tell me, I'm sorry I'm always saying my dad, but this guy is a wise guy. My dad would always tell me when I was growing up, I don't be a fan of employment. I grew up knowing that I should not be a fan of employment. I should be a fan of finding something to employ myself in. He would tell me even kuza nyanya is better than kuemploy wata ulipo 30K, because nyanya could give you 500K today and tomorrow ikupatia hata your 30,000, you don't know. So if you want to be successful in this life, avoid wanting to be employed so much. Find those small niches that you can do. Can you plait hair? Can you sell clothes? Can you, are you an MC? Can you take photos of people? Can you host an event? Practice it now. Do it now. And by the time you're doing, if you do it continuously for 2 to 3 years, you must see some progress in what you're doing. So what I'm advising the young people, msitake sana kukua employed. Find something that you can do for yourself, whether you are employed or not, and you will find yourself achieving so much when you're so young.
Okay, that is amazing. Haya, sasa kwa wenye watataka kukutafuta au watu wa corporate wanataka team building, wengine wanataka kusafiri Kenya and outside, waambie mali watakupata. Our company is called Snapshot Group of Companies. We have 2 entities in Snapshot Group of Companies. We have the Snapshot Tours and Safaris. This one deals with travel, accommodation in Kenya and Tanzania. We book only holidays in Kenya and Tanzania. It also deals with flight booking. We do offer vehicles for hire. We have 22 Costa buses. We have the 14-seaters and the 33-seaters and the 50-seaters. So you can also hire with us. With the Snapshot Team Building Consultants, we offer the corporate training and the team building. Here we deal with organizations by offering the team building, end-of-year parties, and the training on customer service, work-life balance, and many other topics that are trained in corporate. You can find us in Greenspot Tower. We are on 5th floor. Our door is number 2, well-branded Snapshot. You can reach us via phone call. Our phone numbers are 0759 949546 and 0725 81 888. You can reach us via our website. All our website and social medias are under Snapshot, and there you'll also find other means of contacting us. Thank you so much. I hope wamesikia. Okay, sasa we are done with these. Lakini tumebakisha tu kidogo hivi ndo tumalize. So I don't know, are you ready for quick fire questions? They are just quick fire anyway. Nothing much.
Okay. Oh my God.
Nothing much.
Okay.
Would you rather be able to speak every language in the world or be able to speak to animals?
Speak to animals.
Why?
Because I do tours and travel and I see a lot of animals.
All right. What's your favorite holiday yenye umekuwa?
My favorite holiday was in Masai Mara. Yes.
The nickname that your parents call you or used to call you?
My parents called me Mtali. Because I move all over.
Okay, what's a place you've always wanted to visit?
I've always wanted to go to Italy. It's still on my bucket list. I'm hoping I'll go there soon.
Okay. What's a skill that you'd love to learn?
I would love to learn how to play a guitar.
Ukufanya music?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Okay, I have a couple. I have vanilla, pistachio, and chocolate.
Okay. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
Superpower.
Yes.
I would like to teleport. I would like to be in Nairobi and be in Mombasa in seconds.
What's one thing that you cannot stop buying?
I can't stop buying shoes.
Heels or
I buy any type of shoes. I buy heels. I buy shoes until sometimes just give out. So I can't stop buying shoes. I have an obsession with heels, but when it comes to shoes, I can shop and sleep hungry.
All right, guys, we are done. Thank you so much, Kalala, for this beautiful chance. And ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful story. Like a beautiful story of resilience and so much strength, and a story that is gonna tell you over and over and over again not to give up. We are happy, like personally, kama watu wako happy. I am very, very happy, and I hope you guys get to watch this and learn so much, because there is so much in just this one story. A story of a young CEO, Majenzi. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do not forget to do that. We go by the name Influencer TV Kenya, and it's the same name that we use in all of our social media platforms, that is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Fanya hiyo kitu, like, comment, share. Na usisahau, this beautiful episode has been proudly sponsored by Prime House Interiors Limited. It's a company that deals with interior and exterior design, and trust me, Prime House is the baddest of them all. Wanafanya kazi safi kabisa. So you can check their website out at primehouseinteriors.co.ke. See you next time with so much love.